Hey YouTube geeks, welcome back. Shoot Monster Tech here. Well, today we're going to be looking at my top 5 everyday carry knives. The 5 I carry probably the most on a daily basis. I kind of rotate around through my knives. Of course it will change as time goes on, just because I like to review knives, and to review knives I have to carry them and see how they work and give you guys an honest opinion of them. So with that being said, my number 5 everyday carry knife is gonna have to be this guy right here. This is my Airlight by Cold Steel, Tanto style blade, G10 scales, triad lock, and yes, I did a little customization on there. It's got the little spidey hole going on. But this is a good knife to carry. I guess words are hard for me today, but this is a great knife to carry. It's nice and light, thick blade. You can actually cut a lot of heavy duty stuff with this knife. It comes very, very sharp out of the box. I had to sharpen it a couple times just because I use and abuse my knives. So that's my number 5. It's a good knife to carry. My number 4 carry is going to be my Ontario Rat 2. I've actually got 2 of them. I got my D2 steel and also have my Oz 8 steel. So I probably carry this one the most out of between the 2. I like this knife because it's small. It's very light. If I'm just going to be wearing shorts, or I just want a light carry, this is probably going to be it right here. I do take this one to the dump with me on the weekends quite a bit. I just cut up boxes. It's just one of my things I do with this knife here. So yeah, it's a great knife. I think before, when I reviewed these knives here, I actually said these were G10 scales. They're not. They're nylon scales, nylon plastic. Somebody actually corrected me on that comment, so thank you for that. But this is a great little knife to carry. They're pretty easy to sharpen. Obviously the Oz 8's easier to sharpen than the D2 steel, but it's got the liner lock, thumb studs to open it. It's a great knife. I definitely recommend this. So the prices so far on these 2 knives, I think this is generally $90, somewhere around there, depending where you get it. This one, $40 to $60, depending where you get it. Okay, so that brings me to my number 3 knife. This one is a little bit more expensive than the Ontario Rat 2. It's my SOG Terminus XR, and this is the D2 version. They have a more expensive version of this knife. I forget what steel that is. If you guys remember, throw it in the comments, I forget. But this right here actually grew on me when I first got it out of the box. It was a little stiff. I had to break it in, throw a little lube in there, but I love this knife. It's a good rugged carry. It's not really too heavy. I like how you can open it up 3 ways. You got the G10 scales, little access lock, and you get the flipper. I mean, flipper's a little sharp though. You might want to file it down. It will give you a callus, that's for sure. Of course the clip. I'm not too big on the clip. You guys know about that from the last review I'd done on this knife. But besides that, it's a good knife. Great knife to have. And I carry this quite often. It's a good beater knife, that is for sure. So my number 2 knife, getting closer to number 1, is this Kubi. Nice big heavy duty knife. And it's D2 steel, Tanto, G10 scales. It's got the flipper, which is a nice smooth action flipper. Liner lock deep carry, pocket clip. I love this knife. I just got it, just reviewed it. Actually won this free off Instagram. It's a great knife. I love this knife. If I'm gonna have a heavy duty day at work, I'm gonna bring my heavy duty knife. That is for sure. I love the color. This is my first Desert Tan color knife. So, and it just looks good. Looks awesome. That black on Desert Tan. It's just a sweet knife. I would definitely recommend this. And it's not really that expensive for what you're getting. I believe it was like $45 to $55, somewhere around there. I don't know, can't completely remember, but I know it's not that expensive. In fact, these 2 knives are more expensive than this knife. So yes, I'll be carrying this way more often. since I just got it. This is all I've been carrying, I think for the past week since I've gotten it. Okay, so my number one, and this is on a lot of people's list here. A lot of people love this knife, and you know, I didn't understand why until I actually got it, and I totally get it. I love my Para 3. Kind of messed up on that Spidey flick a little bit, but this knife is amazing. It's got the S30V steel, G10 scales, compression lock on the back. Of course, you get your Spidey hole, and the amazing jipping and handling on this knife. And it's, you know, I don't have the Para 3 lightweight, but this, honestly, this is light enough for me. I don't think I need to go any lighter than this. So this, I beat on this knife quite a bit. I haven't had to sharpen it. Edge holds real well. I bring this with me wherever I go. You know, just depends, you know, unless I've got a new knife and I want to carry it quite a bit. So obviously this is a lot more expensive. It's not so much budget as these knives here. It goes between 140, 160 bucks, or if you get really fancy with it and get some fancy scales, it goes up. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this knife. You spending the 150 bucks, get you a Para 3 if you don't have one yet. I know a lot of people do. So that's my top 5, and this depends the situation I'm in, what kind of day I'm going through. If I'm going to a family member's house, you know, it really depends. And I'll carry a lighter knife, heavier knife, more heavier duty knife. So anywho, with that being said, these are my top 5 I've been carrying so far in 2020. So I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Rugged on the Rocks. He has an Instagram account and a website. I actually purchased this cool little guy right here. He does a lot of everyday carry stuff. Go check him out. I'll put the links down below. Remember, Rugged on the Rocks. He's a cool guy. He's got some cool stuff on his website. He's got some pretty damn cool photos on his Instagram account. Also check out the Man Cave. We got some cool photos on there. Just a group of guys, and I'm part of it. We like to post some cool photos of everyday carry kind of stuff, from hanks to knives to flashlights to pry bars, you know, tactical pens, whatever. It's on there, and these guys, they do a really good job on their photos. So anywho, I think that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Comment and like, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.